now the second time in 1 year where someone has accidentally driven off a boat ramp here at the marina. Luckily, everyone survived, but Isle of Palms is working to make sure this does not happen ever again. A few weeks ago on a rainy, dark Saturday night, a rideshare driver says his GPS told him to make a turn. The next thing he knew, he was in the water. This is not the first time this has happened to someone. An elderly couple was rescued last September after their GPS sent them off the boat ramp as well.
We've dealt with once before, so we're having a conversation with it again to see what we can do to maybe help make it a little more visible than it already was.
After the first incident, the marina painted white lines and put orange hazard signs you see here, and security cameras up. However, none of those were visible during the heavy rainstorm that hit the night of the second incident.
I experienced the same storm inside my house, and it was just, everything was crashing and just one of those nights that you could barely see.
After the first incident, they looked at that. There is lighting. There's been some lighting. They did go ahead and add some white paint and some other things to try to make it a little more visible. But we see that we had another incident, so we're going to step back and add more lights. And I think by the time we're done, we'll definitely have more than any other of the boat ramps I've visited.
Now the island is taking additional measures. The Public Safety Committee today discussed putting a sign with flashing amber lights and spring-loaded reflective signage to make sure no one gets confused.
It should make it at least indicate to anyone who's unfamiliar with the area where they can drive and where they can't drive.
While Isle of Palms is working to prevent similar situations from ever happening again, they're also recognizing the heroes who stepped in to rescue the driver in the most recent incident from the water.
But we certainly hope it never happens. We're going to do everything in our power to stop that from happening again. But if it does, we're really happy and proud of the people that stepped up in the middle of whatever they were doing, and they just saw somebody who was in danger, and they jumped in there and they saved that man's life. And my intent is to come back to council and ask for them to recognize those two individuals for their heroic actions, because not everybody will do that. But that was a great piece of that, to see two people that would just jump in there to save someone.